after a really, really long time that we've come back with HRF Unfiltered, but I'm pretty sure we've made up for all that loss because today we have a very special guest joining us all the way from Malappuram. We know him very well. He does a lot of roles, three, four roles at this club called Luca SC, Luca Soccer Club from Malappuram. But before that, let me introduce myself. My name is Sujru, and I have, as always, Ajay Menon joining with me on HRF Unfiltered. I don't want to say which number of episode this is because I may end up being again wrong, but you anyway know which is this episode. So directly, let's just welcome Nawaz. Nawaz KV, that's his real name, actual name. He's added so much love for his club that he's added Luca to it. So he's called Nawaz Luca. Nawaz, thank you so much for joining us, and sorry for the initial delays.
Okay, thank you. Thank you all. It's a great pleasure to be here with HOIF. I watched a lot of episodes before you are contacting me, so it is a great experience. Thank you.
Great. So we have a guest who's done a good homework on us. So we really have to keep up to the mark. And one thing that Nawaz has told us already is that he is not very good in the language or doesn't have a good command over the language English. But I have assured him, in fact, we all have assured him that you don't have to worry. The language is going to be football. None of us are going to judge you over how your grammar is or your sentence construction is. This is purely football. So I'm sure the viewers know that, and without wasting much time, let's dive into it. Lucas Soccer Club. We want to know, if not everything, we want to know most of it on this show. So Nawaz, now we were aware that Luca was an academy. It was an academy earlier before it becoming a full-fledged club that it is now. So my first question is, did you always have this thought behind your mind when you were setting up the academy that you wanted one day to become a proper club?
Sure. First of all, I need to talk about me before talking about Lucas Soccer Club because I used to play in some college level and amateur level football. Okay, from my 12th standard, I just started to play football little more seriously. So here in Kerala, it's a football passionate state, and especially Malappuram too. But people like me won't get too much chances to show our uh, play to other clubs because in Kerala there is not too much professional clubs. We playing college level, university level tournaments, and after that we just move to 7-a-side grounds, 7-a-side tournaments, and finishing career with injuries and other things. So same like others, me also go that way. But when I was playing, I have in mind I just need to start a academy or a club that in my early time. But when I stopped playing, I just started coaching in a college team here, EMEA College Kondoti. So that time I just changed my mind to playing to coaching. So without much experience in coaching, I just moved to coaching, and a lot of people helped me. Like at that time, my players who trained under me, they helped me a lot, and other friends, everything. So from that point, I realized that we need a academy as fast because in Malappuram district there were no academy who running in a professional way. So that time, I just talked with my friends. So they are saying that it will be good if you start an academy here. There we can help you everywhere. So that time I just announced it before anything else. I just need to know what is the response from the people of Malappuram or Kerala. So I just make a social media post that we are starting an academy. Interested people can contact. So it was some days I need to switch off my phones. That much of phone calls I got. So I really realized that it is the great time to start the academy. So in EMEA College Kondoti ground, we started academy. So we announced the trials date for it. So we were just prepared just 500 registration forms that day, but it was almost 1,000 people come that day, boys. So
Brilliant. Brilliant. Nawaz, just to cut you in between, but this is a question I want to ask. I know the answer, but I want you to tell the viewers and listeners why the name Luca. What was the reason behind the name Luca?
okay. So most of my friends know that. I already said somewhere that I'm a Italian national team fan. I just started playing football only because of Paolo Maldini. Okay, so after that I followed Italian football than everything else because you know Malappuram is international football fans a lot, Argentina, Brazil, those kind of teams. So we cannot watch any other games like EPL that time. My early time, we only watch football only with the World Cup, Euro Cup, or any other tournaments. So mostly we know about them. After that, we watching seven-a-side or some national league competition in DD Sports. So that time I like Italy more, Italian team more. So when I started playing, that time Luca Toni was the top scorer of Italian league. So my area people, my friends call me Luca Toni. So when I use that,
Do
so it
you
became
do you also celebrate like Luca Toni? His trademark celebration.
when I was playing, I tried, but you know, I don't score too much, so I don't get enough chance to do like that. Okay, so after that, I used to that name in with me in Facebook everywhere. So friends also called me like that. So when I started a sports store, I named it Luca Sports. Okay, so like that we grown, and when I planned the academy, it was because of the Italian connection. If I did not follow the Italy football or anything, maybe I won't be here in football. So I just name it Luca, the Luca Soccer
That
Club.
makes it that makes it the two of us because even I run an academy called Forza India Academy, and it was because of Italian football that I started. And Luca Toni did play for Roma as well, 6 months,
Yes, yes,
very eventful
yes.
6 months those were. So yeah, Siju, we have 2 in 2 here, two Italian football fans, and even
Okay,
Ashutosh
okay,
supports Juventus.
okay, great.
Yeah, this is like slightly now digressing over to instead of talking about the Malappuram Football Club, we now move to speaking about Italian club. But
Okay.
it's always a good thing to always have a reunion or friends coming together and bonding over football. That's what
Sure,
HY
sure,
Unfiltered is all about.
sure.
But yeah, Namaz, as you were saying, so you rightly said that before we know the history of the club, we also need to know about you because that's where the beginning of this or the inception of from a sports shop or rather say a passionate person, a passionate fan, somebody who was playing and then took it up to a sports shop and then to an academy and now it's the club. So can you take us through the journey from the academy to the club?
Yes. So first we started the academy like weekly 2 days, Saturday and Sunday training. Okay, so that time we tried to play in the Kerala Academy League, and Kerala Football Association will help us to play in that. That time we are not registered as a football club, like in District Football Association, we were don't get the registration. But that time anyone can play in the Kerala Academy League. So we played, and in under 16 category, we were the champions of Malappuram district in the first year with only 2 days training. And all the under 14, under 13, under 12, we participated without much infrastructure or anything. So the boys and the parents and everyone happy They need more from next season. So we understand the situation with running with a 2-day training program. It won't help the players. It won't help the boy to make his football career. Only 2-day training and 5-day thing. So first of all, we need to start a residential academy. Residential. So with that, we can manage the boys full time for a year. So we just talked with a school, VHMHSS Moriyur school near Kondoti. So they're happy to be collaborate with us, and they are happy with the project. So they give us a hostel facility and everything. And the school have a small kind of mud ground. So we just little bit work there, and make a 11-a-side football field, not a grass court, but we get a mud ground. Normally Kerala we get more mud grounds than grass. So with that, we just moved to a residential academy, and from there we tried to with District Football Association and KFA to get affiliated. So after that season, we get affiliated. Then we just try to play in the Kerala Premier League. When KFA announced the Kerala Premier League for the last season, we just give bid. So first of all, Kerala Football Association will help us a lot of ways because we are new and we don't have much financial and political or any other support. We just running by me and some little football passionate coaches and other players. So the associations help us a lot of ways. So we go there and we did all the paperwork for the KPL registration, and after that they give us a chance to play in the qualifying match. And we just make a team with Malappuram district players, those who don't have teams and players from the academy. We just go and me worked as a coach, and we have a technical director from outside, but he cannot come that time due to some visa issues, so he cannot come. So like that, we tried and we played in the qualifying match, and unfortunately we lost the match 1-0 against Kannur City FC. But Kerala Football Association was happy with our performance. We played very well. The match report was very good for us. So KFS said, you don't stop the training or anything. Maybe you will get a chance in future. So you continue like that. So we were also aimed that it was an experience to play in the Kerala Premier League qualifying match. We don't have the financial condition to, so it was happy for us to play at least in the qualifying round. But after that, 1 week later, cafe officials called us, there is a chance to play in the Kerala Premier League for you. So that time it was a great news for the club and for the players, for the people connected with Luka. So everyone was happy, and without anything, we just did not check for money or anything, sponsors, anything. We were said, KFS, we will play in the, we will play. So like that, we become as a Kerala Premier League club. After playing Kerala Premier League with limited resources, we performed well in every way. Like we beat Gokulam FC Kerala, and we drawn against Kerala Blasters. And unfortunately, if we win the last match, then we would go to semi-final and Kerala Blasters go out. The Kerala Blasters are the champions of last year. So last match we drawn against Kovalam FC, away match. If we win the match, something more can come. So after that, we just try to get some sponsors and other things.
So talking about sponsors, you now have a new owner as well, a new co-owner on the team as well, and who's also a sponsor. So Luka SC is now called Abreco Lucas.
Yes.
So it's like it's spread to more Malayalis or more football loving Malayalis joining the family of Luka SC now. Because Shaji Madatil, if I rightly remember, I was watching your interview with the club on Instagram Live. You mentioned how passionate he himself was and he was a player. So how important is it to have uh, someone like Shaji, who's also a football fan, but also knows the business side of it and would support football?
Yeah, first of all, I'm saying before saying Shaji, we have other one co-owner Mustafa Kamal. He's a famous YouTuber. He's a pro MK YouTube channel. So last year before KPL, he was talk with me like for a boy scholarship. He was paying for the boy in the hostel fees. So in between the talk, he was interested to work with Luca. So we just give him an option. So he was happy with that, and he came to Luca Soccer Club. And after that, now we were after this KPL, we need someone who can take Lucas Soccer Club more. So that time we search. So the first name we get to know is Shaji because he was so passionate about football. Still, he is playing in there with his. He have team there in Gulf, like Gulf tournaments, Malayali, Kerala, or Indian tournaments. So he owning a team. He take a lot of players here, amateur players there, and he give them job. They are working like it almost 10 to 15 or 20 people. He take from here to there and he give job and they are playing and working. So like that he is doing for football. So whenever we meet him, we just share our project, what is Luca and what we are thinking, what we are planning, everything. So he was so happy and without any more much thought, he was part of Lucas Soccer Club. So it will help us a lot of way. We have more projects. We are thinking to start our own sports hub like football ground, hostel, everything, a football stadium in future. So we are in initial stage of that too. So like in a guy like him, it will take Lucas Soccer Club progression much more faster.
Yeah, absolutely. So now, just like you mentioned, the future plans that we have in store, we'll come to that in a bit. But before that, let's talk about the senior team, the whole picture, because we, all of the Indian football fans were eagerly looking forward to see you play in the I League. And the news was exciting when we heard that a club from Malappuram has put the papers to bid the spot in the I League. But yeah, we know COVID happened and a lot of plans have been ruined because of that. But nonetheless, you guys are still going in the right direction. You've got a co-owner who's passionate as well as comes in with the business side of the thing and plans like having. I also heard that you guys are also planning to have a rehab center. And just like right now you mentioned about probably having a residential academy. Furthermore, better it have a ground and all of that. So how is the response? I mean, I'm sure the fans in Malappuram are ecstatic about this because they've been the most crazy part, the most craziest fans, the part in Kerala, as I must say, because the whole Malabar, even when we did the trip, the one place we could not do was Malappuram, unfortunately. But we've heard so many stories, and we have so many yesteryear legends from there as well. Like, currently, we have Ashish who's from there. We have Shamil, who's a coach. So things are looking bright, and I think one aim that you guys have is to build the Kerala, give a chance to Malappuram, the local players, and at last the Kerala players. So how much of that is going to be very important for you going ahead? Because we do see every club or maybe say a team starting with the intention of giving local players a chance, but somewhere it gets lost because you need results. Yeah, and results is what keeps it going. So the emphasis that you've put on having local players as part of your team, you're also a head coach. You do multiple roles. You're a director,
Yes, yes, yes.
co-owner, and
Sure,
a head coach.
sure.
So how could you take us through about the team formation? How is that?
Yes, yes, yes. Sure. Whenever we started the academy, I already said we started the academy or club only because the players from here, Kerala or Malappuram, they don't getting much chances. Whenever a lot of clubs talking like this, but when they get the chance or when they're playing in the professional leagues, they won't looking like that. They need result as fast. So we already how we say we what I don't know the name. We are if we are playing in the ISL or I League or even Kerala Premier League or District League, we will play with 75 percentage of Malayalis. That's what we can give to the people because we know that if a club from Malappuram won't give chances to Malayali players, then who will give? If a player we need to players from two Indian team, they need to play in at least in local leagues or state league or national leagues. Otherwise, how they become a national team player or a professional player outside? So
Right.
we can assure that we will give maximum opportunity if we reach any level. The club is playing any level, we will be play with minimum of 75 percentage of players from Kerala. Last year we don't take any players from outside. All the players are from Kerala. Okay, this season also we didn't sign any player from outside yet. Okay? We are in talk with some players because if our players need to grow, they need to get experience, they need to get trained with some other players and some foreigners, other like that. But we are not only looking for the result. Result is we need result, but it's not only about result. We are firstly now we are looking to make a team for the future. For a 2-3 year later need to play I League, then we need to a good core of a team. So that's what we are in planning. From the last season players, we keep almost 10 to 12 players. And after that, we signed a good number of players from the around here, Malabar and Kerala. From other clubs, we look other colleges and others, and we give them a good project. It's not for one season. It's for a 2-3 season. We say if you get a good opportunity in a good club, we will release you. It won't matter. Eh? But without anything, you will be a good opportunity to play with Duke, and we give them a good like a good project to grow their own too. Not for the club too. They can also benefited from this project. So now
Perfect.
we are doing like that.
Perfect. Just so the Nawaz, as you had mentioned, you're the head coach of Luka Soccer Club. Who else is there in your team? Your assistant coaches,
Yes,
goalkeeping
yes.
coaches,
Yeah,
etc.
yeah,
How does your team look like?
yeah, yeah. I'm the head coach, but our technical director is Rajiv P. He's from Ooty. He's a license holder, and he was with Gokulam before. He was the technical director, and I'm working as the head coach of the senior team, and assisting me as Hayden Chose. He's from Thrissur, and he was with Barcelona Football Academy for almost 3 to 4 years. And as a strength and conditioning coach, we have a BSc sports scientist Saifullah. He also from Kerala, and we have a physiotherapists and other assistant coaches too. They are also from Kerala. Like we have for senior team, we have almost 10 members coaching staffs like that for
Superb,
the senior team.
superb. Superb. So does Nawaz have a certain style? What is your coaching philosophy? Do you like attacking football or do you like catenaccio, like the proper Italian football?
Not even Italian team also started playing attacking football. So now
Correct, correct, correct.
everyone like attacking style of football. Me also same like that. I like to play with the ball, uh, not with the random kicks and running. I like to play with the ball, and at the same time, I'm more concentrated on the defensive part too. My team need to be balanced both defensively and attackingly. And mostly, I like keeping position. But if there is a chance to do a quick attack, then I will go for it.
So we know that we also know about this news that Lucas Soccer Club has a tie-up with a club in Mizoram. Now, I don't want to. I'm apologizing already if I'm taking his name wrong. It's called the FC Bill Kotlit. I don't know. I'm really sorry for the wrong pronunciation. But if you could tell us more about this partnership, we've also seen the fact that Northeast has no dearth of talent, and Northeast is full of potential players, and we've seen them in the past, and we continue to see them. So, what was is that? And I don't know if I'm wrong. I don't know if I'm wrong about this. That I don't think a club from Kerala has had a tie-up with a club from Northeast. So, both hotbeds of football, both crazy and passionate. What can we expect from this partnership?
Sure. First of all, before that, I say that more Indian clubs have partnership with other European and other clubs, but I don't think it help Indian football anyway. I don't see much things, much ways it help Indian football a lot. So, like that, we have some offers from outside too. Some clubs, not big clubs, but some clubs contacted us to do something, and some like leagues too. I don't know the exact name. So before that, we decide that as a growing club, if we partner with a big club or something, it won't help us to grow. We need someone who growing like us. So thus will we will look to tie up with clubs as thinking same like us, growing, and they have visions like us. So there we met the club from Mizoram. I'm also not good to pronounce the club name very well. So our CEO, Vaibhav, is from Kolkata. So he talked with them, and the philosophy and the other things all same. So it was best to us to partner with them. What we are expecting from the partnership is we can change place. Our Kerala players can go Mizoram and they can play there, they can train there. So it will be a different experience, to train in different ground and different culture and different food and different weather conditions. Everything will be, it will be a great experience for our players to go there. And the same time, the players from the Mizoram, we will get some good players from there to play in the Kerala Premier League, and even in future second division or I League. So that's how we look about those partnership.
So going ahead, what can the fans in Malappuram expect from Nuka Soccer Club? With this question, I'm not ending because usually this question is asked towards the end. I do have a couple of more, but with all the partnership, we do see the zeal in the Luka Soccer Club. We don't see it as a club that will. We pray that it will never shut. For the whole mess that's happening in football, we've seen various of clubs that have had the potential, and unfortunately are no more existing. But we hope that doesn't happen to Lucas Soccer Club. But uh, for the fans in Malappuram, for the fans larger in Kerala, I think we all, even Indian football, are expecting more clubs to come into picture, especially from the hotbeds states like Kerala, Goa, and the likewise. So what all can we expect? As you said, you have much more future plans, and some are already decided and set. So if you could share anything, if not, if you're still keeping us in the loop and keeping some of it in secret, no problem. But if something that you can share with us, what can we
Okay,
expect?
sure. So, this problem caused a lot in Kerala also. We have examples like FC Kochi, Josco FC, Malabar United, and even last Viva Kerala. There is a lot of clubs come and 3 to 5 years they shut down. So we know that. So, but Lucas Soccer Club, we are not thinking like that way. To spend a lot of money for 2 3 years and after that don't getting sponsors or anything else, shutting down. We never going in that way. But all other things only God knows. We cannot say anything about that. But in our plans, what we are saying that we run the academy and the club till now without any sponsors, or without any other support. We run almost 3 years from the scratch to here. We run without any other support. But from now, more people expecting more from Lucas Soccer Club. So we have to do that. We were supposed to try for the I League direct entry, but that time the investor and other some sponsors are ready. If we get entry to I League, they were ready to sponsor. So the situation was not good that time. So we just withdrawn from it in the last moment because almost all the news has come that FF will go for a team from Delhi or any other parts, not from Kerala. So it was not good to go that time to I League, and we just change it to other way, like we can do to make the money to invest in infrastructure, to on ground, on training ground, and on hostel and other facilities, everything. Then going for the league, that will be better. Without going to without infrastructure like stadium. Only Kerala have some stadium like Kalur and Calicut and Payanad. Like that, only we have some stadium, and it's owned by association, sports council, or government. So we cannot think that if we get entry, we will get the ground. We cannot sure that. So before that, going for the I League or ISL, we need to make our own infrastructure to play there. So we just change to go directly to I League to make infrastructure. So we are planning to start our thing by within 6 months. In 6 months, we will start the what is it? We are making our ground, like ground, hostel, everything. It will be near in Malappuram district, Malappuram, Manjeri, Kondoti, in between that. Okay, so we are doing all the initial stage work for all that. Okay, so and we have a long-term vision to reach ISL. That is the aim as a club to play in the top tier of Indian football. That will be the our aim. Okay, so we need more support from financial support and other support. So we have our own projects to get those kind of all the things. Okay, so now we are just starting our club membership and other things too. Till now, we did not run anything like this. Now we are starting more people connected with Lucas Soccer Club. Everyone is interested to be part of Lucas Soccer Club right now. More people from Malappuram. So officially we can take them to our like board and other things. So we have a membership plan, and the campaign will start very soon. And we already mentioned that we are starting our rehab center. It's not a European standard one, but at least we are starting a rehab center because more people here getting injured, and without a proper rehab and proper treatment, they are stopping their football career and other things. So first of all, we are starting the rehab center. It is in Kondoti. Within 1 or 2 week it will open, because every day personally I'm getting a lot of phone calls and messages. I got ear pain and I have ear pains, so what I do? So as a coach I cannot treat them because I have limited things. So we have a good core like sports scientists and physiotherapists and other things, so we can use them for the people here, the boys. We can use them. So that's how we were planning. We are starting as a physiotherapy center plus a rehab center, and we are collaborating with a gym and a sports center. So as a some professional players like some players, you know that there is a lot of players from Malappuram and Kerala playing in I League and second division. But you know, in Indian league, season is very small. Is just 6 to 8 months maximum. There is a gap between 4 months gap minimum. So those 4 months our players staying home, and their rest period is not going very well. There are some players playing in their local field with friends, and some players training alone. So it is not helping them very well. It's causing some problems for their career. So thus also we look, we are also starting our individual performance program also with this limited thing. So when we move to our own infrastructure, the ground, then it will be little more big. We will have some more good staff, international standard staffs too, when we move to the.
I think we have nothing but best wishes for all the projects that you guys have lined up ahead, because it really excites all of us to look forward to a club that's actually taking all the right interests and thinking about the players. Because the fact that you just said that you're coming up with rehab center, and we've seen many players in the past, even from our legends who could not continue playing because of an injury, and they did not have any facilities back then. So to think about here, I mean, correct me if I'm wrong if I say that, you guys are really giving players the importance, and I'm sure as a coach you also feel emotionally uh, right about this aspect. So best wishes for that. But before we let you go, two more things, and very small things, I would say. As a coach, you know players really well. So if you could tell us some throw us some names that you think we should all watch out for, and yeah, we can probably see some future stars coming from Malappuram, and per se, thanks to Luca SC for that. So any names that you would like to share with us that we should watch out for?
For this season, we already signed almost 23 players for the senior squad till now. All of them from Kerala right now. Okay, so if I say one or two names, then all the other 23 players will. Okay, so most of the players I signed that I know them. So in my vision and in my playing style, I'm not a big coach to say they need to play like that. But I'm saying they can play under me, and it will help them and it will help the club. So I signed almost all the players signing I did. Okay. No other guys involved in it. So I'm hoping most of them will have a great future. I'm not saying anyone name because I'm hoping all of them. But I'm saying that last season Akmal is just 18 or 19 year old. He scored 3 goals and he has some assists too. So like him, a lot of players here, okay? And with a good season, they will be in some good hands after this season. We are hoping if everything goes well, okay? So I'm not saying anyone name.
Well, we wouldn't want you to be the villain in the club. We would want you to go back as the good coach. So we let you be, and we'll take that answer. But finally, message for the fans in Malappuram. We know they are crazed. We know they are madly and deeply in love with the sport. So what would, as a director, as a head coach, as a co-owner of the club, what would your message be to the fans in Malappuram?
Sure. We already mentioned that Malappuram is a football crazy area. We like me, a lot of people investing a lot of in football here. Every season, seven-a-side fields investing like 1 to 2 CR every season. But it's not helping Malappuram football anyway. It's, we are investing. We are if a World Cup come here, if you walk like in a street from Malappuram, you can see a lot of flags, everything. So we are passionate, but we are not thinking about our future till now. So what Lucas Soccer Club can give them back that the boys from Malappuram will a great experience like opportunity to play in a top level, okay? So and a club from Malappuram till now I don't think that there been any state league event and in Malappuram we don't have a club before SAT FC Tirur. Okay, before SAT FC Tirur there were not professional clubs. This much we can spending money, but we are not. We don't have a professional club. So we can Lucas Soccer Club will be a club of Malappuram. Okay, we will take Malappuram football players to more championship and more players to the national teams that we can offer. It's not in as fast, but in future, like is in long term, it will be a great area, like great step for Malappuram football to be in top level. And after we are coming, we played in the Kerala Premier League last season. Now more teams coming from Malappuram. More teams interested to play in the Kerala Premier League. And we heard that some more investors are ready to invest in football here. So it will be great for Malappuram football.
One last question from my end, Nawaz. You mentioned the academy and a lot of young kids, from the ages of 6 to 12 in the academy. So just wanted to understand how many girls are there in the academy, and does Lucas Soccer Club also want to come into IWL in the future?
Sure. This season we already think that we supposed to go for the women's league, but we don't have the infrastructure right now. Without infrastructure, running a women's team here, it will be little bit risk. So we are thinking to start a women's academy and women's team from next season. When we are hoping to finish the work before next season, and we don't think that there will be much competition this season due to COVID. So we will sure that we will start a women's team from next season, and
Well, we do have a lot of things.
we will surely try for the Indian Women's League too.
Yeah. Well, we do have a lot of things to look forward to from Lucas Soccer Club. So I would not say if your expectations are high, keep it high, and keep it
Sure,
probably
sure.
even more higher, because it's a new club that's coming up, and let's just give all the support and best wishes to you, Nawaz, and to your entire team, and for all the plans that you have ahead. Like you said at the start, you've not scored many goals, so you were unable to celebrate like Luka, but hopefully we see you celebrate like that as a coach on the sideline. So
Sure, sure,
we will love
sure,
to see
sure.
that happen. And yeah, thank you so much, guys, for tuning in. And like I said at the start, I'm sure this has made up for all the for the times that we were missing out from action on HOF Unfiltered. This was episode number, you know it, I do. So thank you so much, Nawaz, for joining us and
Thank
for
you.
being patient
Thank
and
you.
sharing
And
all the updates.
I need to say that Humans of Indian Football, it's a great experience for me to talk like this and to improve my English too. Okay, okay.
Yeah,
So,
absolutely. I would say, let me add this, Nawaz, and to our viewers. I don't think any of us felt that you had no good command over the language. You were absolutely great, and yeah, but I know what your apprehensions were. But let me tell you, you were brilliant, and we will keep inviting you
thank
on
you.
our show so that you can brush up on
Sure,
your
sure.
English skills.
Okay, okay, okay.
Thank you so
Sure,
much, guys, for tuning in. Do follow Lucas Soccer Club
sure.
on
Thank you,
all the
thank you.
social media platforms. Do follow HOF as well. We
Sure,
have
sure.
many more such fun and informative episodes coming soon on our platform. So do subscribe. Don't forget to hit the bell icon, because hey, come on, that's how you won't miss out on any updates, because we will be putting a lot more videos. This is me, Siju, and Ajay signing off from HOF Unfiltered. Thank you.
Thank you.